Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Floodlights. It is a new year, 2018, as of this filming, and although it is January 3rd, I am just now starting. This is the year that I had really planned to launch this channel, although I put up, I think, only 2 videos last year, a whole 2 weeks ago. I really want to be honest with you guys. I want to be really authentic with you in sort of what my walk with Christ was, what it is now, and, you know, looking towards the future and what it will be. So I'm just going to have a really short video right now. I will be coming out with more of like a layout of what we'll be doing this next year, what I want to explore with you, what my plans are. I'll be coming out with that video a little bit later. But I just wanted to put a short video out to just really be authentic. The reason that I'm a little bit later and that plans have changed for what my vision had been for Floodlights, for this channel, is that I had a really personal bombshell that just landed in my life on December 30th, just 5 days ago. And it's funny because I'm a bit new at allowing myself to process things. I have spent my whole life sort of pushing hard things away, hard emotions away. And this was a hard thing. And so my first reaction was, okay, I don't understand why this happened. There was a bit of information that was, that was my information, that was part of my story circulating because somebody had decided that it was sort of their right to tell it to some people. And we were driving home, we were in sort of a family atmosphere, a friend atmosphere. And so while my initial reaction was confused and a little bit annoyed, I went into sort of my old manners pretty quickly. I was able to push it away, aside, like, I'm not going to deal with that right now. You know, and as my husband said, well, you can't do anything about it now, you know, to which I was like, yeah, you can't, but man, I'm kind of annoyed by this, you know. But we had a pleasant drive, a pleasant evening, and the next day we had a pleasant day until I got more texts, and I believe that sort of the people involved realized that I had come to know of this. I guess it was like it was like a circle of them talking, sharing my story without me being there, sharing something about me without my knowledge that they were doing it, and without me being there to be able to present my side. I don't know, it was just a very strange thing. And while they presented it as, you know, this needed to be done, I felt differently, right? And so I spent some time letting it process through. I am very new at that. I've been through counseling, and so I'm still in counseling, honestly, another authentic thing. So, you know, I contacted my counselor and I said, I just want you to sort of be in it with me. I kind of want another person in it with me, but okay, I'm letting it process through my head. And there were times that I just stopped washing dishes, or I stopped doing laundry, and just was overwhelmed with frustration. And to be honest, the first few days, like, I didn't really even want to talk to God. So yeah, I was a little upset with everyone, and I wasn't ready to bring it before Him. In those 2 days, every time I felt anger, I would stop and say, you know what? I'm not dealing with anger anymore. I've dealt with that for years. I know what I need to do. And so I stop. I forgive them. And then I would say, but you know what, Lord? I'm pretty frustrated. I'm hurt. And I need time to process through this. And so I guess it was the evening of the 1st, where I had sort of been silent all day, and it was kind of taking a toll on my family. They didn't really know what my deal is. I'm a bit moody, so it's nothing terribly new. They just sort of leave me alone. But everyone else in the house is sleeping, and that's when I just sort of allowed my prayers to turn into this cry of why. And I'm not going to tell you that I got an answer right away. I had sort of a dialogue with God, right? And if you've never done this before, I would encourage you to try it. Just speak out loud to him and sort of wait for these spontaneous thoughts to come to you. It's a bit of a meditative practice, and just sort of wait for him to speak to you, and you will have these spontaneous feelings or these spontaneous memories or these spontaneous thoughts. And I really believe that is him sort of nudging you into what his response is, right? And I think this is also where good sermons come in. And so we'll get into this in the next year, where I know some people think that going to church is not really necessary, or going to church once a week is all that you really need. And I will admit that I have spent years listening to sermons of several different preachers. And this is sort of where it was one of those moments where they really came in handy, where I could remember the things that I had been learning over the last few years. So what I don't want you guys to think as we go through into this year and as we explore the Bible, what I don't want you to think is that I'm some super spiritual person, or that I've been to theology school and I know everything, because I have not. Or that somehow, because of my age, mid-30s, I just have it all together. Or that I always react the right way. Or that things are, never hard. Or you never get bombshells on you, thrown on you, dumped on you, for goodness sakes. It's been 5 days and I'm still processing through. I got off the phone with one of the people the other day and just felt exhaustion because I wasn't ready yet to really confront them. And I don't know if I will. I don't really know. I do know that I am sort of processed through, and I have sporadically prayed about it. And that's another thing. I am not the best consistent prayer. And that is one of my goals for 2018, is to really not let life circumstances get in the way of my prayer life. Not that I don't pray, but I perhaps sometimes allow things to overwhelm me, and instead of bringing it to God right away, I sort of just sit in that overwhelmingness. So I just want to be authentic with you guys. Life still happens. Hard things still happen. But the encouraging part of that is, if you have given your life to Jesus, and if you are looking to go deeper in being a follower of Christ, when bombshells drop, it's not nice. It still hurts. But that you have him, the number one King of all kings, to help you through it. You have somebody that, that knows everything and sort of knows the plans. I mean, Jeremiah 29:11, he knows the plans he has for you. And there are plans that you prosper, the plans for your good, right? So you hold on to that truth. Maybe this person messed up, or maybe this is what was going to happen. And I just, I didn't get my way. I didn't get to tell my story how I wanted. But what's done is done. And while it still frustrates me because I wanted to do it a certain way, I can rest in the knowledge that he's in control. and that this can be turned into good, right? And that the plan he has for me is still good. Things aren't always going to go the way that we want. I'm a planner in my head. I've got things, this is how I'm going to do it. Things aren't always going to happen like that. Things aren't always going to go our way. People aren't always going to be nice. And your walk with Jesus as you get deeper is not about things no longer hurting you, but it's about going more speedily, I guess, into the arms of the one who loves you consistently and who knew the things were going to happen, that people were going to let you down, possibly even betray you, bad things around you are going to happen, but he's always there for you. And if you don't allow the things in the world to get you down and the things that other people do get you down, and if you keep pushing into him and into the truths that you know, into the truths that you're learning, into the truths that you already have learned, and go to him, and even in your frustration say, I'm so hurt and frustrated. I just need you to sit here with me and help me think it through. You will find just such a deep love. You will find yourself maturing. You will find your knowledge that kind of surpasses human understanding. You will just have experiences with his love that will continue to convince you that he is who he says he is. So in 2018, I want to be real with you guys when sometimes I spend a few days like pushing stuff away, then deciding to feel them and not really, and kind of ignoring the whole part of God, and then coming to him, and then, forgiving the person. And it's just been 5 days of sort of overwhelming emotion and sort of thoughts in my head. But it's okay. I am maturing, I am growing, I am moving faster than I would have a few years ago. And that is really the great success that I see, that I can move into the truths much faster than I could have before. A, because I know them, and B, because I have come to trust him. So I hope that you will grow with me in 2018, that you will be authentic with me, that we will share our humanity with each other, as well as our spirituality and our love of Jesus and God and this awesome, awesome King of the universe who loves us. So I will see you in the next video.